All right, so now that we know chords are three strings at least, that chords can be major or minor, and they can be other things as well that combine a little bit of both. Like I mentioned before, that you can put your fingers anywhere on the guitar, and that means you could even use both hands and do things like this. And it has a name. It has a name and it has a quality. It's going to fall into maybe either more major or more minor. And yeah, it's seemingly endless the amount of chords someone can create, but they all basically go back to the letters of the musical alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, as well as sharps and flats in there. So now that we understand that, and I showed you the first chord, which is E minor, and I showed you the E major chord, which is the first fret of the G string, and you push that down and make sure your finger, thumbs on the side and the back, squeezing, squeezing. So I can make that. I'm going to show you a small chord progression. So this is going to involve the E major chord, which is this. It's also going to have you move that finger up one fret on. You're going to stay on the exact same string. So it's the second fret of the G string. And then you're going to move up to the fourth fret. Now I can move it with one finger like this, or I'm going to be doing it like this. And then keeping my index finger there, putting my middle finger right on the second. And then I might use my pinky right here on the fourth. So if that sounds familiar, when I first started my video on Intro to Chords, I played this. Do you remember that? So I was using those same chords, these same three chords, my E major. This is actually part of an F sharp minor chord. And this is part of a chord. They call it an A sus chord, but it's basically a major chord. So once again, so you see that I took basically these larger bass, more string chords where I doubled the notes, and I made into these 3-note chords, which are simple for my left hand especially, and yet I get a very similar sound. It may not be the biggest sound right now, but it's something to start with, and you'll know some chords. So E major, F sharp minor, which was this, A major, which was this. Which this is a little bit different, slightly different than that, this A major, just that it's adding another note or a color to the A major. So first fret, second fret, fourth fret. And you can move those around in any way you want and maybe make your own song out of that. Notice I'm picking down and I'm going up and down, and I'm trying to stay only within those three strings. That's going to be a whole other lesson talking about strumming patterns, because what I'm doing right now is not picking, I'm strumming, which means I'm playing more than one string at a time. I'm playing 3 strings. Chords, right? See you again very soon.